Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Hello, everyone. I'm Joel the Geek. Welcome to the Geekfort on Sundays, live on Sundays. How's everyone doing? I am having lunch while we're having our Geekfort today. I tried to eat lunch beforehand, but you know what? I made this lovely lasagna last night as part of another live stream. A friend of mine, he and his partner have a live stream. They do 2 live streams a week. One is called Baking with Crystal, and it's on Friday nights. And last night, they did it last night instead of Friday night. And we made lasagna. So I made lasagna as they made lasagna. And then I was like, we should make cookies. And so then we made cookies. We made cookies and lasagna yesterday. So today's lunch is lasagna. Mine has ground chicken, olives, and mushrooms in it, and 6 kinds of cheeses. Oh, you're cooking eggs, and I'm hungry, Uncle Yukon. All right, good for you. I had eggs for breakfast. Oh, so good. I love me some lasagna. Now, usually her name is Crystal. She usually does this, makes lasagna as like it's their first thing they make in the new year. And so they weren't able to do it on the New Year day, but they decided to do it as part of a live stream. And so I think it's a great tradition to make lasagna for the new year. Oh, it's so good. Yummy. Sorry. Oh, I'm going to eat another bite, but I have food in my mouth, and I don't really like talking. I was always taught not to talk with food in your mouth, and here I am talking with food in my mouth. Horrible. Oh, I hope everyone's having a great New Year. What is something you guys do to celebrate the New Year? Do you have any special things you do or eat or plan or do with people and stuff in the New Year? I usually don't have a set thing I do for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, but I try to find something fun to do with friends or family. But because that didn't happen, I really didn't do anything. Sort of. I did take part in a friend's live stream, but then I fell asleep at 11:30, maybe a little earlier than that, maybe 11 or 11:15. And then I was awoken by fireworks in my neighborhood. Not in the distance, but literally where I live. Not very far from where I live. So I was woken to New Year's Day, midnight, by fireworks. But it was still fun. Still fun. So another fun thing that happened is, we do the Madlibs, and I have a few different ones we use. Well, I got 2 Madlibs for Christmas. So we have 2 more Madlibs added to our stock of Madlibs to play. So we've got Doctor Who Madlibs, and we've got Star Wars The Force Awakens Madlibs. So we went from only having 3 to now having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's 6 choices each week to choose from. So that'll be fun. The fireworks weren't too bad where you are, Uncle Yukon. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. I just want to eat some more of my lunch. So probably between every question I ask you guys, I'll probably have a bite of my lasagna. Yummy. Never watched Doctor Who? Doctor Who is an interesting show. It is sort of a sci-fi, fantasy, teeny bit educational TV show. It has been around since I want to say the early 60s. It's British. It's a British show. It's about an alien who looks like a human, and he travels around in what's called the TARDIS that looks like a police box from England, because it takes place in British England. And his adventures with some humans as they go through time and space. And the TARDIS means time and relative dimensions in space. That's what TARDIS stands for. And of course, one of the big sayings in the show is anyone new that comes into the police box TARDIS, they find out it's bigger on the inside. And oh, it's bigger on the inside. So that's one of the funny sayings that happens when this occurs. So it's a fun show. It's had many different, so to make the show last for so long, they've had many different people playing the main character, the Doctor, because the first actor didn't want to do it after a while. So the creator's like, I have an idea. We'll have it to where he's an alien that can regenerate and change his face. And when he changes his face, he changes a little bit of how he acts and the way he dresses. And so every iteration of Doctor that's been a Doctor Who has added something to who he is and the way he acts and the way he interacts with people. So it's fun to watch. I think you can watch it on Amazon Prime. And I think it's only on Amazon Prime right now. So that's the only place you can watch it. Or there is a channel for BBC America. So if you can get BBC America, you can watch it on there, or it's on demand for most cable companies, because if they have BBC America, it'll be on demand. You just type in Doctor Who, and it should show up. Yeah, they did go to a woman this last time. Some people hated it, and some people didn't. That usually happens. But anyway, lots of different reasons those things kind of happen, you know? Because every few years, there's a new person that's in charge of creating it. Yeah, it's listed on your cable company, so you could probably find it there and be able to watch it that way. There's like the modern era, which is Doctor Who number 9 through we're on the 13th Doctor. So 8 and lower, you can find some of it online, but you might have to like rent it from somewhere like a library or online like at Amazon Prime. But the newer ones are usually available on like Comcast or something. Oh, well, I could just sit here and eat all day, but that's not what you guys came here to see, is me eating all day. We're supposed to be playing some Mad Libs first off. So I see there's 2 of you. I don't know who the other person is, but we have many choices of Mad Libs for today. So we can pick one now and just start and see if anyone else joins us. Or we can talk about the movie I have on, which I have a movie on. I'm watching The Wolverine, a mutants movie, an X-Men movie by 20th Century Fox. It's a good movie, I think, of all the ones that are based around Wolverine or Logan. It's pretty good. It adds to the mythos of the X-Men saga on movies. People are picky. It's true. Good old water. So, do we want to start in Uncle Yukon then? I think you're the only one that's interacting. Do you want to start on a Mad Libs and we'll see if anyone else joins us? Or we can talk about the movie I have on. Or we can talk about my favorite comic books of 2020. Those are the things I had planned for today. As the first, this is the first live stream I'm doing of the new year. This is so exciting. It's the first live stream of 2021. I can't wait to see how far we get. I started this in March of 2020. So I think it would be really cool if we can go all the way to March and maybe do something fun in March to celebrate 1 year of going live every Sunday. So maybe we can talk about that a little too. Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? I gave you so many options to choose from. Lasagna, always good. It's good. It takes place in Japan. So he's brought to Japan to help out this person from his past because he's super old, but his regenerative powers make it to where he doesn't age very fast. So this person that he helped back in World War II has asked him to come back to Japan to help him with something. So the story revolves around that, and it gives you a little more a little more origin of Wolverine and his past. It stars Hugh Jackman, of course, as Wolverine. And in it, of course, he starts off the movie very ragged and dirty, and he has to get all cleaned up and stuff. But he's reminded of the friend he made in the past in Japan, and how that man has now become very powerful in Japan. But there's something going on where he needs help still. So again, he invites or has Hugh Jackman as Wolverine come and visit him in Japan. I was going to pull up some stuff from IMDb to share with you guys too. It's a really great cast. I also like it because it's not very full of like white people. It's a very diverse cast. Has a lot of people who are of Asian descent. I don't know if all of them are Japanese solely, but they do bring in a lot of different people. They bring in other characters from the Wolverine mythos that you don't know about, and a really good job of bringing them into the whole storyline and making it really cool. And of course, he has a love interest because, you know, he does have a love interest, Wolverine. He has a few love interests. So this came out in 2013. It stars Hugh Jackman, as I said. It also stars Will Yoon Lee, Tai Okamoto, a lot of different people I've never heard of. Oh, there's a cameo by Famke Jensen, who plays Jean Grey in the original movies. Hi, Nate. Welcome aboard. We're talking about the Wolverine movie from 2013. Just going over some interesting facts and stuff about it. So it looks like, to help Hugh Jackman look really like bulked up and massive in his scenes where he's not wearing a shirt, he actually contacted Wayne "The Rock" Johnson to help him give suggestions on how to bulk up and look super cool. Oh, originally Guillermo del Toro was interested in directing the movie, but he didn't. I think it actually ended up being James Mangold, who's known for, I think he's known for the Bourne Identity movies, I think. Let's see, who was James Mangold also done? Oh, he did Walk the Line. And let's see, 3:10 to Yuma. Interesting. Oh, he actually directed Kate and Leopold. That was also a Hugh Jackman movie. I am not going to speak aloud just because you're going in the other room, Uncle Yuhan. Happy New Year, Nate. So, yeah. Huh. James Mangold was also a producer on The Greatest Showman. Interesting. Interesting. So those are some fun facts about Wolverine. Nate, how was your New Year's? Did you guys do anything fun? I know you had the live stream. I was talking about earlier how I plan to join the live stream just before midnight and take part in like the New Year's festivities. But I fell asleep around 11 o'clock. I never usually go to sleep early on a weeknight, but just something about that day. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Oh, something about that day. I was just so tired, and so I was just like, boom! I slept, and then I was woken up by all the fireworks. Are your eggs almost done? What kind of eggs are you making, Uncle Yukon, that you can walk away and leave them? Are they hard-boiled eggs or something? I'm also eating lasagna. I'm almost halfway through eating my lasagna. Oh, nice. But you know what? We had a great time over Christmas break. It was great to see you guys then. Hopefully, this coming year we'll get to see each other more. All depending on how things go with the pandemic. You know, you never know. We could all get better. Things can become safer, but it might take a little longer. Fry and boil. Fried and boiled eggs are good. I like to scramble mine every once in a while. So, Nate, I got 2 new Madlibs, so we can play those as well. That's all I have about the movie. I mean, I don't know much about the movie other than those things I just shared with you. But we can go ahead and start playing Madlibs if you guys want. So we got lots and lots and lots of choices. So we have, you guys can choose Disney Princess Madlibs, Droids, Avengers, Star Trek, Force Awakens, or Doctor Who. What do you guys want to play? Lasagna. So good. Leftover from last night. I made in my friend's live stream. I already said that earlier. I'm repeating myself again. Okay, we got 1 vote for droids. What else? Anyone else have any votes, or should we just do droids? We can start with droids. Okay. I'm down with droids. Down with the droids. All right. So, as we all know, I will give you the kind of word to choose from. And then whatever you guys choose will go in, whatever you guys choose in the chat. First one to choose the right, or a word, not the right word, will go into the chat. And then written in the chat will be the one to use. So we have, again, the choice of adjective, adverb, noun, verb, a place, exclamation word, a silly word, maybe a number, a color, animal, or part of the body. And they may or may not be plural. And I will give you the definitions as we go of the words so you guys can figure out what kind of word to share. Okay, so we're starting with Star Wars droids. Let me find the latest one we did. Okay. All right. The first word I'm going to need is a noun. I'm going to need a noun. Uncle Yukon, are you enjoying your eggs? That's wonderful. I see a few more people have joined us. Welcome aboard. I'm just needing a noun from you guys for this Droids Madlibs. I am eating some lasagna I made last night in a friend's live stream. We all got together and we made food during their live stream. You can check them out. They're at RFS Dan. Uncle Yukon, what is that word? Are you trying to say saber? Because sabor is a Mexican word. I'm gonna go with sock puppet because I don't know what sabor is. Well, I need another noun for the next word anyway. So if you can explain what sabor is, are you talking about saber? Oh, sword, the saber. Okay, that's S-A-B-R-E. So I'll use saber next as the noun, the next noun. So now I need an adjective, an action word. No, wait, action. No, it's not an action word. An adjective describes something or somebody. Last bit of lasagna was so good. Stab. Okay, now I need another noun. Donkey. I don't know why I just said that sort of like Shrek. You guys watch Shrek? Shrek's always a fun movie. Do I own Shrek? I don't own Shrek. I should get Shrek. I love that movie. So good. Now I need another noun. This one's got lots of nouns in it. Looking ahead, yes, there's lots of nouns in this one. Wheels. Now I need an occupation. An occupation. I'm going to sneeze, and I don't know where my Kleenex is. I might start sneezing, guys. Well, I got a paper towel here. I got a napkin here. I'm going to blow my nose real quick. Cook. Cook is a good word. Cook. Now I need an adjective. Describe something or somebody. Describe something or somebody. So that's what sleeves are for. Well, my sleeves are not very long, and I'd rather not sully them. And then you guys have to watch the gunk that might be coming out of my nose on my sleeves. So we're not going to do that, Uncle Yukon. Thank you. Oh, hey, look, here's a cookie. I made cookies last night, too. So good. Clever. All right. Next word. Okay, arm hair. Yeah, I do have some arm hair, but no, thank you. Don't want to have to get that sullied. The next word is also an adjective. So another adjective, something describes something or somebody. Cookies. Chubby. I'll take it. Next, I need a past tense action word. A verb that's in past tense. An action word that's in past tense. Past tense action word. Blabbed. I've earned that description too, Uncle Yukon. Now I need a plural noun. A plural noun. Ten Rolos. Well, I'm having 2 cookies. I'm going into my second cookie right now. Cookie. Cookie. Plural noun. Person, places, or things. Plural noun. Rolos. Okay. We'll go with Rolos. Next, I need an adjective. Something to describe somebody or something. Well, I made cookies, so it was much easier. But buying them is always good too. You can buy them. Whatever you gotta do. What's your favorite cookies, guys? Mine's chocolate chip. Or chocolate chip peanut butter. Even better. Or, ooh, those ones with little jelly in them, the jammy ones. Those are good too. Hungry. Okay. Now I need another plural noun. Another plural noun. Oatmeal raisin. Raspberry filled oatmeal. That sounds interesting. Ooh. So a plural noun, guys. Plural noun. Oh no, Logan's been shot and his healing factor's not working. What's wrong? Oh no, there's men with guns. They're going to get everyone. Wolverine the movie. Or The Wolverine, because there's been a few different movies that have Wolverine in the title. Cockatoos. And now I need an adjective. Describe something or somebody. An adjective that describes something or somebody. An adjective to describe something or somebody. I finished my last cookie. Oh well. Hyper. And now I need the name of a place. Name of a place. Name of a place. Hyper as in BB-8. BB-8 is a bit hyper. Yes, that's true. Sorry, I got distracted by that. Tatooine. Tatooine. Now I need a noun, a person, place, or thing. Oh, this is gonna be interesting, guys. Oh my gosh, I just realized this. Okay. So once you're done giving me the nouns, this is actually going to be a questionnaire with multiple choice answers. Death Valley. Sorry, well, Tatooine and Death Valley are very similar. One is a very large desert in California. The other one is a planet that is a desert. Which would be really crazy if a whole planet was a desert. Whoa, wouldn't that be crazy? That would be insane. Like, wow. To think a whole planet as a desert. Mars. Mars is pretty much just that. Different climate, too. Yeah. All right, so now I need a noun. I need a noun. Person, place, or thing. I don't know if Tatooine has icy poles. You know what? Let's find out whether it does. But give me some. I need at least two nouns, guys. Two person, places, or things to end that. We're going to do this. Let's look at the climate of Tatooine. I have this app called Fandom. It has all these different, sort of like wikis for different fandoms. So let's look at Tatooine and see what the climate's like. Interesting. Okay, so it is a planet that is lacking the necessary surface water to sustain large populations. As a result, many residents of the planet instead draw water from the atmosphere via moisture farms. It's a hot and arid planet filled with a lot of canyons, deserts, rocky mountains, and bluffs. So possibly there could be some ice on there. Ooh, pancake's a good noun. I need one more noun, and then we will read this Mad Libs. For a desert planet, though, it has a lot of flora and fauna on it, which is surprising. Interesting. The rotation period on Tatooine is 34 hours instead of 24. Think about 34 hours. Oh, that sounds horrible. 304 days. So a standard day, 304 days in a year on Tatooine. So it circles, it rotates in a circular fashion that leads to 34 days in a year. It has 3 moons and 2 suns. Tattoo 1 and Tattoo 2. Tattoo and Tattoo. To the Arcana sector. The Outer Rim territories. All right. Right? 34 hours, but that's more time to that's a lot more time to sleep if you're into sleeping. Think about it. You get to sleep more often. All right. I need one last noun for this this Mad Libs. One last noun. Taiwan and Tattoo. Totally. It just says Tattoo 1 and Tattoo 2. And then the names of the moons are completely different. It has Gamoresin, Guramesa, and Chanini as the moons. We're gonna go with Supernova. That's a good Supernova. Oh, well, more time to watch things on TV then if you're awake. All right, here we go. I'm going to read off this. Now, this one has multiple choice questions in it. So if you guys want to answer it, give me your answers. We'll do it that way. You guys want to do that? Does that sound good? Okay. So, how well do you know droids? Take this sock puppet and see. Number 1, this saber droid has stab programming and served on the donkey control ship Sakak. You have 4 answers. Either A, TC-326, or B, TC-14, or C, Wed Treadwell repair droid, or D, R2-D2. I'll read the question that we made up again. This saber droid has stab programming and served on the donkey control ship Sakak. D. You're picking R2-D2? Okay. Well, it doesn't give us an answer, so that's your choice. That's your choice. They are. Donkey-controlled ships. Donkey-controlled ships are totally vital to the Space Force. a Treadwell repair droid. Okay, number 2 is BU-4D is a Wheels Cook droid who serves with the Resistance. He's a diligent and clever droid who always goes by what nickname? A, BUD, B, Bumpy, C, Buford, or D, Boo? Buford or Boo? I like Buford. That's one I would go. I would go with calling him Buford. I'm picking Buford. Buford the cook droid serving for the Resistance. Okay. Next one is this model chubby droid blabbed Rolos during the era of the Hungry Republic. Is it A, FA4, B, FA14, C, OOM, or D, RX? The first two are names of fighter ships, like fighter planes in the armed forces. FA14, I think, is a ship. It's a fighter ship. I'm going to go with OOM. That's the one I'm going with. OOM. All right. Last one is, which of these cockatoos was a hyperdroid stationed on Tatooine Pancake Destroyer during the Supernova Wars? Was it IG-88, C-3PO, C-3PX, or AP-5? A cockatoo droid is a hyper droid. I'm gonna say C-3PO. That was funny. That was a funny one. Okay, got a little dark in here, so I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna turn on a light to just brighten it up in here, so we have a little more light in the room. Okay. All right. Whoop. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna turn on one more light over here. There we go. That's a little brighter. I could see everything a little better. That looks like a beak. I guess so. Okay, so I thought I would share with you guys my favorite comic books of 2020. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. My top 11. Wait, no, top 10. I just have 2 copies of one of my favorite books of this year. So I'm going to go over my top 10 favorite comic books of this year with you guys, okay? So first off is one that just came out 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. It is The New Mutants by Vita Ayala and Reyes. I forget, how is it spelled? What is Reyes' first name? Let's find their names. Where is it? Where's the credits page? Rod Reyes and Vita Ayala. They are the writer and artist. Vita Ayala is the writer and Rod Reyes is the artist. So it's New Mutants number 14. It's like a new start to a new plot line. And it's really one of my favorites. I have always enjoyed New Mutants. New Mutants was one of the first comic books I ever read. And so I really like the way they're going with the storyline. It's more about the kids that are the characters that are my age and that I grew up with and what's their life like in the new era of mutants on the show. It's really cool. Don Wells is on TV. That's right, you're watching Gilligan's Island, huh, Uncle Yukon? Sad day. Don Wells died a few days ago. That's sad. If you guys don't know what Gilligan's Island is, she was one of the characters on Gilligan's Island. What character did she play again? I've forgotten the name of the character she played. What was the name of the character? Do you remember, Uncle Yukon? She played, I want to say, I know it was one of the female characters. She played Marianne. There it is, Marianne. Thank you, Nate. So that was sad, yeah. Sad when we really enjoy their characters and what they do. But she was really great. She went on to do a lot of other things too, but mainly she did a lot of stuff that had to do with, Gilligan's Island. It's got a little typecast. Tina Louise's Ginger. Yep, Marianne Summers. Anyway, back to my favorite books. My next favorite book is Black Widow. It's by Kellyanne Thompson and Elena Casagrota and Jordi Belair. So So good. Especially this issue. This specific issue, I think, is amazing. This is issue number 3 in the series. What makes this so amazing is 2 different places in the book. Let me find one of them. There's a fight scene in this issue, which chef's kiss. Instead of just having like panels on each page showing the fight scene, it's cover to cover. It's like a centerfold. I don't like saying that word, but that's what it is. And it shows Black Widow fighting a group of guys in a kitchen. So here it is. Can you see it? Here it is. Not much dialogue. It's a lot of but it's amazing. The artist who did this, the color artist and the artist who did this, which is Elena Casagrande and Jordi Belair. Ooh. Just phenomenal. 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 So phenomenal. I enjoyed this. I just spent like 15 minutes when I was reading this comic book just looking at this scene here. It was amazing. Dawn died of complications from COVID. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, that sucks. That's sad. Yeah, that's a sad thing. And that sucks. And so, yeah, a little awkward. I got a little awkward there. Hold on a sec. There we go. So yeah, so Black Widow number 3 is one of my fave comic books of 2020. And these are in no particular order. It's not like there's 10 of them that I liked, but they're not like this one is better than the other one. The next one is actually a specific book that's part of the crossover event called X of Swords, which is an X-Men crossover storyline. And it's this one right here. It's the X of Swords Handbook. The reason I loved it is because the way it's really just like a little comic book that shows like origins of different characters that are in the crossover and in the comic books. So like it starts, of course, with A for Apocalypse, and it has their origin and it writes about their origin. And it's cool because it reminds me of these books I got in the late 80s that they had Marvel made called The Official Handbook of the Marvel Universe. So every week or every month they put out a new comic book that had origins of characters from the Marvel Universe in them. And the way they drew this and wrote it, it's very much in that same vein of those characters. Like it has information about them, like a statistical information, but then it has these like really cool like histories about them too. So it gives you like a rundown of them if you want to know about a certain character. So it's sort of like an encyclopedia. Like an encyclopedia was. Yeah. Like, yeah. The handbook is incredible. I have like, I'm going to say 8 or 9 issues of it, but then here's the best part. They made one of the undead, or the dead. It was called the Marvel Big Book of the Dead universe, and it's characters from at that time period in the 80s who were dead. So I have like 4 issues of that, and that's interesting too, because in the handbook that they make, it has it where all the characters are sort of running in a direction. But the dead one, they have like gravestones, and their bodies are like ghosts coming up from the gravestones. So creepy. You read from it to telemarketers until they hang up. That is awesome. Okay, the next book in my favorite books of 2020. This has a shiny cover, so it might not show up because of the lighting very well. Even just doing this, you can see there's a little, there it is. You see it? It's got a reflection on it. It's Dark Knight's Death Metal. I have to angle it like this. You can see it. You can sort of see the reflection of the computer screen in it. But it's really cool. It's like a follow-up to a crossover they were doing, a sort of crossover they were doing with one of the comic books they had this year called Justice League. But I just like it because it's like rock and roll. I don't know if that's the best way I can describe it. But I really like it. So Wonder Woman's like the main character in the storyline, which is awesome that she's in it. And it's this idea that all the Earths have been destroyed by this evil, and because there's multiple Earths in the multiverse of DC Comics, and she tries to gather people back together to destroy it and reshape it and help everyone survive. So it's really cool. She connects up with Lobo, and the coolest thing is she takes her lasso and she remakes it into a chainsaw. She's like, it's got like the lasso itself becomes the chains on the chainsaw, and she cuts into an enemy. Oh, it's so good. So good. I know it's a spoiler. I spoiled it a little bit. It's worth it. So worth it, guys. So worth it. Okay. Another one that I liked this year not this year, but in 2020 that I loved. Wait a minute. What did you say? Many fewer telemarketers this past year. Maybe they all got sick. I think what they did is they all got together and they realized aggressively relaxing is just going to read them, and they're not interested in reading comic books. That's probably why. All right. So the next book is Star Wars Bounty Hunters. So Star Wars Bounty Hunters, just that. It's about bounty hunters, but it's about one specific bounty hunter, not Boba Fett, but he does show up in this issue of it. This one bounty hunter who had a bounty he was supposed to do that fell through, and how he tries to redo it and remake it and save the person. So such a good like Star Wars adjacent. So there's not too many Jedi. There's really no Jedis in it. Not too much about the Force, but just more down and gritty like Star Wars, which is great. It wasn't invisible. It was not invisible. It had the magic lasso in it. So it was the magic lasso, but it was like a chainsaw magic lasso. So it's like, so it wasn't just telling you the truth. It was cutting through with the truth. All right. Another book that is an indie-made book. It wasn't DC or Marvel. It's by IDW, and it's Transformers Rise of the Decepticons. It's a really cool book because it sort of retells the storyline that leads up to the what happened in the animated series. Like, it takes place, I think, I want to say 10 to 20 years before the events of the original cartoon. Because in the original cartoon, it starts with the Autobots trying to leave. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of their Cybertron, and then they end up on Earth. Well, this is how the Decepticons became the Decepticons. How they had to split into two, and there were Autobots and Decepticons. And this is the storyline. And this is one of my favorite covers because it shows. Look who it shows on the cover. And it's just such a cool cover. I think this is cover. Oh, this is the main cover, cover A. It's such a good storyline, the way they played out. And the coolest thing is they have little, like, some comic books have like these little reviews at the beginning of them telling you what's going on. Well, instead of just routing it out, they have little snapshots of panels from past issues on here. So you can see that. Yeah. Transformers My Little Pony team up. Oh my goodness. That sounds crazy. Okay, another indie book that I loved this year. I don't think it actually started this year, but it's been going on now, is from Boom Studios, and it's Once and Future. This is a sorcerer and swords kind of storyline. It's King Arthur, but it's a different take on King Arthur. Like, what if King Arthur was bad and he had to be stopped? So it's really cool. It's by Kieran Gillen, Dan Mora, and Tamara Bonneville. I think I just destroyed those names. But Kieran Gillen I know from other comic books that he's done with his co-creator, oh my gosh, Jamie McKelvey, who did these. Oh my gosh, my brain's blanking on the books they did. But anyway, Kieran Gillen, great writer, great book. Once and Future, check it out. The next one is a DC Comics book that I love, that they brought back, and I love the way they're going with this. It's by Brian Michael Bendis. He's a really well-known writer, and this issue especially is cool. It's from Legion of Superheroes. So it's this idea of the 31st century. A group of kids from different planets have superpowers, and they come together to fight supervillains. And so this is what it's like. And this issue is really cool because different pages are drawn by different artists. So it's a really fun take because you get to see different artists' take on the characters and what they're doing. So some of my favorite artists make some of the covers. So it's just really cool. Let's see if I can find the list of the artists here. So we have Joe Quinones, Mike Grell, John Romita Jr., Nicholas Scott, Arthur Adams, so many different artists. It's really great. So it's really cool. But Legion of Superheroes is a really good grip book overall, I think. And then the second to last book I have is one that just came out. It's an oldie but a goodie bunch of characters called Power Pack, and it's called Power Pack number 1 Outlawed. It's issue number 1 in a limited 5-issue series. Power Pack is a bunch of kids. Their last name is Power, and they each gained a power from an alien, and each of them have that power, and so they're called Power Pack. They're a really cool bunch of teens now. Well, originally they were kids, and what it was like for kids to have superpowers and have to keep it secret from their parents, but save the world at the same time. So this is like, hey, where are they now? What's going on with them now? And what happened to them? And why are they outlawed? So it's a really cool book. And last but not least, a book that just came out this year, which I enjoy the character, and the storyline is okay. I mean, it's an okay storyline. It's adding to her mythos, so it's a female superheroine. So the issue I'm showing you is a really cool issue because it's a legacy issue. So it's a Marvel comic book, and what they're doing now in the comic books is they're putting a legacy number on the number of it. So if it's a comic book that's been around before and it's restarting, they've put a legacy number like, hey, if it would continued, this is what number it would be. So if it had been continued from the original series, it would be issue number 100. But it's Spider-Woman. So Spider-Woman is a character who's been around for a long time. She's actually been around longer than Spider-Man. She gets her powers from a different source, and her powers are very different. She doesn't really shoot webs like Spider-Man does. She has the ability to fly. She has this pheromone that she emits that she can control people with. She has super strength, and she has a sting instead of a bite, or she calls a bite. So she's really cool. This is her original uniform. She has a newer uniform. I don't have an issue with that uniform on it, but this is her original costume right here. So this is the legacy issue. That's number 5 in the new series. It's by Pacheco, Perez, DeLuise, and Damarta. So really good storyline. I mean, not my favorite storyline, but it's still fun to read. Let me see if I can find a picture with her outfit without giving away too much of the story. Nope, I can't find one. Anyway, so those are my top 10 comic books for 2020. Those are my favorite ones from 2020, and there are so many to look forward to this year. DC Comics is doing this run soon of like, I don't even know what it's called, Future State. Future State should be really interesting. We'll see how it is and what it's like. I can't wait to watch it and see what they do with it. She eats Spider-Man. I don't think she does. That sounds really gross. Ryan North is one of your favorite writers at Marvel. It has been fun so far. I don't know if you've read any of the past issues of Power Pack. I first found Power Pack when they did a crossover with the X-Men, and they showed up in X-Men and New Mutants, and that's where I first met them, and then I went and got some of their issues of their comic book. So they're pretty cool. A little dark at times. There's some things that happen to them that are like, that shouldn't be happening to children, but it's sort of what happens to kids sometimes, when things go bad in the world. But anyway, so let's play one more Mad Libs. How about, let's do the new one I got. Let's do this Doctor Who one I got. Because it's a new one I got. My throat hurts a little, so let's get some water in me. Which future state are you looking forward to? I really am looking forward to seeing where they go with Wonder Woman, for sure. I might want to see what's going on with Batman and Superman because they're also interesting. So we'll see, But I haven't looked too far into them because I don't want to spoil it for myself, but I also want to know what's going to happen. So, that's a thing. Okay, let's do one more Mad Libs. We'll do a Doctor Who Mad Libs. And again, The rules are I'm going to give you a name of a word. I'm going to give you a word. You guys give me the word in the chat. The first person to give me the word, I will write it down. And then when we're done, I'll read off the Mad Libs to you. So we have your choice of an adjective, adverb, noun, verb, place, exclamation, silly word, number, color, animal, part of the body, or something that's plural and non-plural. Okay? So let's do this Doctor Who Mad Libs. Let's do the first one. Get to it. Oh, okay. So the first word I need is an exclamation, something you would exclaim, that you would yell, like in excitement about something. So the first word is an exclamation word. An exclamation word. Duck. Pardon me. Ooh. Next, I need a noun, a person, place, or thing, a noun. And sometimes when I hear people say duck, I want to say goose. Pintail. Next, I need a part of the body. A part of the body. Part of the body. Pardon me. Throat got really dry. Duck with goose. That was me too. So I need a part of the body. Pancreas. Oh my. Pancreas. Now I need another noun, a person, place, or thing, a noun. Sorry, I'm watching the Wolverine in the background, so that's playing as well. I know that it's frog. Now I need a verb ending in ing. So a verb is an action word. So an action word that ends in ing. Oh no, Wolverine's getting naughty with a lady. Frogs are cute. My brother found a bullfrog once when we were kids and kept it in the garage for a while, but we ended up letting it go because we weren't doing good at feeding it. Swimming, that's a good verb. Now I need an adjective. An adjective describes something or somebody. Adjective describes something or somebody. An adjective describing something or somebody. Hokey. Now I need a number. A number. Anyone got a number for me? Oh. What? The toad didn't get touched by the blades when you had the lawnmower go over it. Whoa, that's crazy. 666. Okay, now I need a noun, a person, place, or thing. A noun. A noun. Uh-oh. Wolverine's having flashbacks to Jean Grey. So a noun. Person, place, or thing. A noun. Oh, it's thick and tall grass. You probably didn't even see it, did you? Carrot cake. Ooh, carrot cake. Fancy. I'm not a big fan of carrot cake because I'm not a big fan of cake or carrots. But they are pretty sweet alone. Like, seriously, carrots have sugar in them. People don't realize. And when you put it in a cake, that is a lot of sugar. Super sweet. Okay, so I need another noun. One more noun. Let's go with another noun. I wouldn't say one more noun. Like there's going to be a few more nouns, but another noun. I just realized something about Wolverine. I don't know if I should talk. Well, okay. So he's sleeping in the same bed as a woman, and he has a nightmare, and he wakes up in the night and he pulls out his claws, and then she wakes up and she sees him with his claws still out. He goes to put them away, and she tells him not to. It's a metaphor for sex. They're having sex without actually having sex. Isn't that interesting? Like, seriously, he's got his claws out and she's got her hand on it. Yeah. All right, so I still need another noun, guys. Another noun. Got a little warm in here. Just need another noun. Oh, Uncle Yukon, poor mouse. That's sad. It's time to make sure the grass doesn't get that high again, okay? Yes, Wolverine's showing his vulnerable side, as well as a metaphor for something else. All right, so I need another noun, guys. Taffy. Okay, now I need a verb ending in ing. A verb ending in ing. Every few years, Uncle Yukon, that's a long time to go between mowings. I mean, I would not do it that long. I would probably mow it a little longer off than that. But I don't like grass anyway because I'm allergic to it. So I stay away from having to mow a lawn as much as I can. All right, so a verb is an action word. So I need a verb that ends in ing. A verb that ends in ing. Singing. Okay, now I need a part of the body again. So I need a part of the body now. Oh no, his new girlfriend's disappeared. He's got to find her. Where did she go? Oh no. Lips. Now I need an adjective. Describes something or somebody. An adjective. Red. And now I need a kind of animal. A kind of animal. An animal. Animal. Who can give me an animal? Emu. Next, I need a part of the a part of the body, a plural part of the body. So not singular, but plural. So this would be plural. Pardon me. Got the burps. Cheeks. And now I need a plural noun. Persons, places, or things. A plural noun. Watching Wolverine, and they're eating food, and they're eating sushi. Now I want sushi, but most of the sushi places near me are closed today. Oh boy. Plural noun. A plural noun. Baskets. Baskets. Okay, now I just need a noun. A non-plural noun. Just a regular noun. That's not plural. Oh no, she's a precog. She can see into the future. She can see into the future. And she thinks she sees Wolverine's death. No. Oh. All right, so a noun. Need another noun, guys. Noun. Just a noun. Or two. Actually, I need two nouns. You guys there? Hello. Hi. 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 I need a noun. Hello. Hello. Lasso. Okay, there you go. You're awake. You woke up. All right, I need another noun. Need another noun. Teabag. And now I need a color. Last word is a color. Well, if you have a color for me, then we can end it. Green. There you go, Uncle Yukon. I said what you guys were doing. You didn't tell me you guys were taking turns. Okay, here we go. This one is called, this is Doctor Who Mad Libs is called I'm the Doctor. Duck! I shout as the last of the regeneration energy fades. Every pintail of my pancreas has been rewritten, and the frog that I once was is no more. But I am alive, very much so. Swimming to my feet, it finally strikes me. What do I look like? Am I a am I a hokey? Or do I have 166 heads? Oh, what about a carrot cake? I've never been one of those before. Oh, I begin to take inventory of my new taffy, starting by singing my lips. That's odd. It feels red and a little bit like an emu. And my cheeks, they feel like they are the size of baskets. Everything is new, and yet I'm the same lasso I've always been. One thing is certain. I'm still the teabag. Oh, and my hair, please tell me it's green. Okay, this one, I'm going to share this one on social media because that was hilarious. Hilarious! That was time frogs. They probably have frogs on Gallifrey, and I wouldn't be surprised if they could regenerate too, become different kinds of frogs. You could start off as a red poison frog and then become a bullfrog and then a little tiny frog. I don't know what kind of frogs are out there in the world, but they might have different kinds of frogs where they're from too. Time Lord frogs. Dr. Ribbit. Oh, that's good. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, that was a fun start to the new year. I appreciate you guys coming out and joining me today. I hope you had a lot of fun. Thanks for letting me share with you my favorite comic books of 2020. I hope you both all have everyone that's here. There's 3 of you. Third person is sort of silent, but that's okay. It's allowed. No one says you have to participate. If you just want to watch, you can watch. But I hope you all have a good day and a good year. Time Frog has a TOTUS instead of a TARDIS. Totally what he would have. All right, well then, thank you again, guys, for coming to the Geekfort. I look forward to what other fun things we get to do this year on the Geekfort, and look forward to all my other adventures. I put out at least 1 video a week on my channel to watch for you guys to watch, and then I have this live stream on Sundays. In 2 weeks' time, or actually a week from tomorrow, I will be on another channel for a comic book quiz show. So I will post stuff about that when they start telling us what we got to post. But it's going to be fun too. So join me there if you can. All right. So thanks for coming out, guys. And I will see you all real soon. Bye.